Hey everybody, Crypto Mentor 99. How you doing? Oh, I got to do this video. I'm going to get a haircut, and then I got my chiropractic adjustment. It's Friday. I have no idea what the date is. So this is going to be, I'm doing a series of videos on crypto taxes in the United States. And I posted a few videos last night. If I remember, I'll post those videos below. There's like 3 of them that I did on crypto taxes. So my new journey that I started last night, which is what this video is going to be about, is about converting your existing IRAs into a self-directed crypto IRA. So, if you don't know what I just said, I'm sorry. I don't have time to explain it. So I contacted 5 or 6 cryptocurrency self-directed IRA companies, and I was super disappointed. And I'm going to call them out by name in the next few videos. So the first guy I called, and I will give his company name. What a joke. He repeated every question back to me like he had no clue what he was talking about. I'll just give a couple examples. So, called him on the phone, and he actually answered late at night. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, hey, could you tell me about, self-directed cryptocurrency IRAs? He's like, yeah, we've got them. I'm like, I know you've got them. I went to your website, and that's why I'm calling you on the phone. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, do you want to open up one? I'm like, well, I'm thinking about it. And I said, how many cryptos on your platform do you guys support as far as trading within an IRA? He's like, oh, so you want to trade cryptos in your IRA? I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm calling you. What cryptos do you support on your platform? Well, how much do you have to invest? I said, enough that you want to talk to me. So this goes back and forth for like 5 minutes. He's like, well, is it over $500,000? I'm like, it's none of your business. He's like, oh, come on. I'm like, okay, it's under $500,000. Now, could you answer my... Anyhow, I finally hung up on the guy. I called again this morning. The same guy answered the phone. I'm going to call that company out. It's ridiculous. I talked to a financial advisor in my city years ago. We met 3 hours. He never once asked me what was in my portfolio. Huge mistake. Within the first 5 minutes, you're pumping a guy like me how much you have to invest. Another company that I called, talked to on the phone. I made a telephone appointment last night for this morning. He was a little bit better. His company, or the company that he works for, at least I got a phone appointment, and he called back right away on time this morning. I like their setup because you can trade any crypto within your IRA portfolio. Huge plus for me. I don't want to trade Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and most of these IRA companies, or whatever you want to call them, they only have a handful of cryptos you can trade, none of which I'm really interested in, because I'm trying to hook up an IRA, my crypto IRA, with my trading group, so I want to be trading in and out of those. Anyhow, talked to a guy this morning. I could tell he was reading from like a computer screen all of my answers. I mean, he was nice. He was a younger guy, maybe 20s, 25, 28 years old. But most of the companies, there's like, you call the number on the website and no one answers the phone. You got to start a chat, and basically what they say is, give me your name and number and we'll have somebody call you back. It's like, I don't know, I'm kind of old school, like people working at home, not calling me back. Sorry, I'm old school. When I call at 9 in the morning, you better be at your desk ready to take a phone call. I'm sorry, that's me. And then another company I called, it was like 10 to 8, 7:50 a.m. And the girl said, oh, well, a guy's just getting off the phone. I'll have him call you right back. I'm like, yeah, right, sure. So I jumped in the shower, got out. It was 35 minutes later, still had not heard back. I called her back on the phone. I'm like, hey, this is Crypto Mentor 99. No, I didn't. I used my name. I said, I called you 35 minutes ago and no one's called me back. And she was like, one moment, please. And then a guy gets on the phone. He was probably in his pajamas in like San Diego, California. I'm sorry. I got to talk to somebody. And the guy's like, well, let me send you an email. I said, no, I want to talk to you on the phone. I hate when people direct, is this a rant? I guess it is. I hate when people direct me to a website. I'm like, I want to talk. I want to see you face to face. I want to, heaven forbid, form a business relationship. Unbelievable. Anyhow, this is part one of my IRA self-directed. Again, not real impressed so far with some of the, there was a review from like a retirement magazine, right? And I'm of the retirement age, but I'm not retired. So they had 4 or 5 companies that they did a review on. I guarantee you the guy that wrote the article never ever called the companies. They were just written from reading these 5 companies' websites. Anyhow, super unimpressed with my 5 or 6 companies that I've contacted. And then another company, all the guy wants to do is text me. He's like, did you get my email? I'm like, how about you calling me on the phone so we can talk instead of, I said, how many cryptos do you support on your platform? He's like, all of them. I'm like, no, you don't. He's like, did you get my email? I said, I never gave you my email address. So maybe my standards are high. Oh, and 2 of the companies wanted to know how much I wanted to invest. I'm like, I'm not telling you. I'm not giving you that information. I'm sorry. No, I'm not even sorry. I'm not giving you that information. It's crazy. Anyhow, if you want to get me worked up, ask me in the first 3 minutes how much I have to invest. Okay? That'll really shoot me to the moon. It's totally inappropriate. Again, the crypto, I could tell it's a new industry. They have, younger people in there that don't know how to be salespeople. I guess this is a rant. I apologize, but again, super unimpressed with the people that I talked about. And I'm going to do a review on those 4 or 5 companies that I've contacted because I want you guys to know. Come on, buddy, hurry up. I'm late for my haircut. I was talking to this Yahoo on the phone that was reading from all his answers from a computer monitor. Like he was talking at me instead of talking to me. Man, am I got a rant going. And I got a guy behind me on my bumper. Don't change lanes, buddy. I'm boxing you in. And I'm getting off on the next exit. Anyhow, Crypto Mentor 99, let's light it up. Bye-bye.